Alright guys, welcome back. Now in the previous section we saw how to create a new company, and we use the express start option to do that. We were able to create our company in just a few seconds, in just few minutes. Now in this section we are going to be going through the application. Now we are going to start like I said, we are going to start this training just from grounds up, right? Now, the first thing we are going to do is to, I say it's a wholesale and distribution company, right? Now, we're going to now go into look at our chart of account first. Now, when we look at our chart of account, we will see what to actually edit and what to remove, right? So, to do that, to go to our chart of account, I also explained what a chart of account is in the previous video, but in case, just for knowing sake, in case you missed that, chart of accounts are actually the list of all the accounts in QuickBooks, or the list of all accounts an organization is using to track either expense or revenue head, right? So that is what we're going to do. So how do we get to your chart of account? Now if you look from our dashboard here, we have the chart of account, right? So you can go ahead and click here, you open your chart of account, or you come to your accountant center from on the menu here, click on it, you see your chart of account, and the shortcut is Ctrl A. It will take you to your chart of account. Or you can come to your company here. Then when you come to your company here, you will also see your chart of account. So you click it here, and or Ctrl A, it will still give you the same thing, right? But what is the essence of all going through all this when I can see it right here in front of me? Chart of account, right? You can see it here in front of me. So when you point at it, you see what QuickBooks is there. It says view and modify your QuickBooks account, bank income and expense, etc. So let's go ahead and click there. Now when we click, these are the account that QuickBooks imported for us. Now when we are doing express start, QuickBooks will not give us the option to select this account because there are actually some of this account that we don't need, but because we use express start, people don't want to waste our time, and it just selected or assume that we need this account and it will import them for us immediately, right? So that is it. Now let's also look at this account. When you look at this account, we are a wholesale and distribution company, and we want to have something that people can easily relate with. Now sales, of course we know that sales is important. Now what I usually do is to have a head where I can tie these two, right? And because we are dealing with different products, or because we will be dealing with different products, like I said, a wholesale and distribution company, it may not necessarily be one product or one product, but we can be dealing with two or three products, and we want to track the revenue from those products separately. So we can say, okay, now let's add a new account, right? First of all, I will create an account head that will carry all the revenues. So I will just go ahead and click here where you're seeing account, right? You can see this small arrow here. I will just click on it, and I will have new. I'll click on new here, or Ctrl N, right, to add new account. Then edit, Ctrl E to modify an existing account. Then delete account, Ctrl D to delete an account we don't want, right? But in this case, what I want to do is to add a new account. So I'll just go ahead and click on new account. Right now, when I create a new account, what am I looking for? What account am I looking to create? Is it an income account, or is it an expense account, or fixed asset account, or non-fixed asset, or non-current asset? Is still the same thing. Now we have bank account, or loan account, credit card account, equity account. That if the options I'm looking for is nowhere here, I can actually come to other account type and click here, and then I'll see other account type I can select from, right? But in this case, the account I want to create is an income account. So I'll just go ahead and click income account and click continue, right? When I click income account, actually see what happens. Sorry, out of there again. So I'll just use Ctrl N, income account. Now see what happened. See, income account categorizes money earned from normal business operations such as product sales, service sales, discount to customers, and all of those. So we can go ahead and click, you can see this is actually what we are looking for. Click continue. Now you enter the account name. Now in this case, I want to use, like I said, I want to have an account head that will track all the sales that are going to come into the account. Any income that comes, I want it to be tracked under this as a revenue, under this revenue head. So this is going to be the head. I can put description, right? I can put description and just save and close, right? So this account now, I can put it under this, right? So that it will be under this. Now here, I don't know the product you're going to be selling. Okay, we say Prima Food, right? Prima Food, we know that they are the primary company, the parent company of noodles, right? That's the popular noodles in Nigeria. That's Indomie and all of those, right? So I'll just say, okay, this now is going to be a revenue from Prima Food items. Let me just say sales income. And just change it to income from Prima Foods product. It doesn't matter what product it is, product, right? So that is it. Income from Prima Food product, Prima Food. Let me go Prima Food product. Then I will now make it a sub account of the revenue, right? So let's go ahead. So once I do that, I'll save. Now you see what happened. It is indented under the revenue here, so that means it's under this revenue. Now if I have other income source like this that says shipping and delivery, let's say, okay, let's say we also offer delivery services. Let's go ahead and say this is going to be delivery. Now I will just shipping and delivery income. I'll just make it, put it as a sub account under the revenue again, and that is it. So that is that on that. Now the other items here are what? This is a freight cost. Now we want to say that, okay, since we are dealing with income from Prima Food, now we can also make this one a cost of sales of income from that Prima Food. So cost of sales, that's the cost directly tied to that. So it's going to be Cogas or Cokes, right? Then I say Prima Food. All right, so I will know that this is what it cost me for this item, Prima Food, right? It can just be simple as that. Now I can also do something. I can also create a cost of sales head that will tie all the cost of sales I'm going to have. So I'll just right click again and click new, right? If I click new, then I will now come to this option now, then select cost of goods sold, because I want to have an account that will tie that. So what is it say? Track the direct cost to produce the item that your business sells, such as cost of material, cost of labor, shipping, freight and delivery, subcontractors and all of that. And that's exactly what I want to do. So I'll click continue. Now when I click continue, I'll just go ahead and say cost of sales. Yeah, so that is it, and I'll click save and close. Now I'll now make this item a sub item of a sub account of the cost of sales, right? So that's it. Now the merchant account fee, I don't need it. I can go ahead and delete this, right? I can go ahead and delete this. Now if I know exactly how much it costs me for this shipping income, I can also make a direct cost of sale account under this, so that I can track the cost of delivery of this item here, right? So this is advertising and promotion here. I can choose to leave it. But before we do that, I want to also have an account that will be an administrative account. So in this case, you know, we have two types of expenses. We have the direct expenses, which is the cost of sale we just did, and we have the indirect expenses, which is now going to capture any other expenses that we cannot tie to a particular product or a particular service. So let's go ahead and create that expense. By definition, categorize money spent in courses of normal business operations, such as advertising and promotion, office supply, insurance, legal fees, charitable contributions, rent, and all of other expenses as they may come due in your business. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's say I'll call this admin expenses. I'll call it admin expenses, right? Admin expenses, and save and close. Now every other item under the expense is going to come under the admin expenses. So I'll put this advertising and promotion under admin expenses. Now this auto and truck expenses, I don't know, but I don't think I need it. So what I will do is either right click on it. If I don't need the account, right click on it and I'll click delete, or select the account, come to account here, then click delete, or you can go ahead and do Control D, right? If you do Control D, it will delete. Now why this deletion is actually easy here is because we have not entered any transaction. There is no value or figure entered in the account. Where there is value or figures entered in the account, it will in fact it will not even delete. All you need, you can make the account inactive. But if there is any transaction in it, it cannot delete, right? So this bank and service charges, I can also modify it and put it under admin expenses. So that is what we are going to do for the rest of the account. Anyone we don't want, we can go ahead and delete the computer and internet expenses. I can also make it a sub account of the admin so that everything will be tied to the admin account, right? So we do that. We have depreciation expenses. You go ahead and do as well. So that is what we are going to do. Now when you are done with that, we can now go to the next section. So I will pause this video and complete the rest. Like what I said, what I'm doing is I just want to make it a sub account, or I want to put it under the admin. Every other expense should be under the admin account. So that's what I'm doing. So this insurance, I will just say it should also be under this, right? So when I am done, we'll resume the class. I'll pause this right here. So when I'm done, we'll resume the class. So now you can see how I organize this chart of account, starting from the bank, right? What I did is I created a bank account, right? To do that, I would just need to add account. The same way we add account, I click on bank, then I click continue. I type the bank account I want. Let's say I want to add another account. Let's say I want to add access, right? I can go ahead and do that. Access, let's say this is access 3246, right? Then I'll click on sub account here and I will add this under the bank, and I'll click save and continue. Because it's a bank and you always find this option, just click exit. So you can see that we have the 3 accounts under the bank account, right? Then I created this heading. I created the current liabilities heading, right? I created a non-current assets heading that ties my accumulated depreciation, my furniture and equipment, my trucks, and warehouse equipment, right? I can see how I'm tracking them. So this is just how to organize your chart of account and to make it look more beautiful and more it will make it look more beautiful and easy to navigate, right? Easy to navigate. Now, one thing you also have to pay attention to, there are some chart of account that you actually don't need. There is no need having 400 and something or 500 and something chart of account in one system. That is very complicating, right? Because it will at the long run, it will complicate things for you and you get confused on where to post so many transactions. But when you have a brief and concise chart of account like this, it becomes easy for you to post your transactions the way they occur. So you can see when I come to the cost of sales, when we start entering the item, we'll see how to apply this. You can see it's easy. I know, okay, this cost of sales is tied to this revenue. So all the incomes that are going to come in from here, the cost of sales also be directly posted in this account. So right now you can see that everything is empty. There is no transaction in it. So that is it on the chart of account. When we come back in the next section, what we are going to be looking at, we are going to look at how to set up our sales tax, how to set up our VAT, GST, whatever you call it in your region. We're going to look at how to do that in the next section. So stay tuned and see you in the next class.